What is up? It is Royal Stoners here, and welcome to another story time. Today's video, we're going to be doing the long-awaited Salvia story re-upload. Now, OGs of my fucking YouTube channel know that I had a Salvia story out there at one point, but I took it down because I wanted to make a more descriptive and better version of it, because that one was kind of rushed and like I didn't really take my time on it and shit. You know, I kind of like do that sometimes, but tonight I'm just making a video like calm as shit. I'm probably finna smoke me a GB though first before I tell this story. How's y'all's fucking day been? How's y'all's week been? Let me know down in the comments below. Always like to know. Let's pack this fucking bowl real quick, guys. You know I'm smoking on some fucking gas right now. I don't even know the name of it, but it's some pretty good shit. Alright, cheers, guys. God damn. Oh yeah. Also, guys, sorry for not uploading recently. I've kind of just been getting high as fuck lately at the house alone. I haven't really been doing that much shit. I haven't really been going out a lot lately a bit. I still have a lot of story times that I can upload and shit. I know that some people wanted to see the Salvia story because I deleted it. That's why I'm making this. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, let's get into this shit. Now, the day started off pretty normal, right? Normal in the sense that I was getting salvia. I was just waiting for, I knew I was getting salvia, so I waited for this plug to come. We're gonna call him fucking Barney. His name was Barney, alright, guys. Now, the good old plug Barney, he was a really cool and chill dude, but like, he also stayed in clutch with the fucking salvia. He doesn't right now at the moment. He's getting some more soon, so I'm gonna indulge in the salvia again. See if I can explore that realm one more time. But anyways, I had to wait for Barney to get there, and he got there at like 3, and we smoked a few GBs, and he sold me the salvia. He sold me a .5 for $5. And I think that's a pretty good deal, because salvia is like pretty expensive. But this is my homie, so you know, he was cutting me a deal. He wasn't really just my dealer, he's also my homie Barney. But I got the salvia, and now I just had to wait for Cody to come over, because he told me not to do it until he came over. He told me that he wanted to do it, like, he wanted us to do it together, and he, like, wanted to wait till my fucking grandma was asleep, so that, I wouldn't, like, trip out or some shit and, like, get caught, or, like, walk out my room and do something fucking retarded, you know? Like, while he's not there to fucking make sure I don't do that. I mean, I don't know why he was worried. I couldn't really walk at the time. I was kind of in a wheelchair. But anyways, Cody ended up coming to my house around, like, 4 or 5, and we were kicking it, smoking, chatting up, you know, having a good old time, probably talking about some fucking funny shit. And we were just waiting for my grandma to go to sleep, smoking weed and playing video games. I'm pretty sure we went outside on my back porch and smoked a joint. That shit was lit. And we fucked around in my backyard, and I think Cody did a fucking backflip. He can do a fucking backflip, y'all. But I think my grandma went to sleep at around like 10 or 11, right? Because, you know, she always likes to take her merry time going to sleep. At like maybe 11:30, I think, I was like, okay, Cody, we're gonna smoke this shit now, alright? And he was like, okay. I mean, she's not, because my grandma wasn't asleep, but she was going to sleep. She was laying in bed and shit. She just wasn't asleep, you know? And I was like, it's fine. She's not gonna come in here for no reason. And he was like, okay, man, let's do it then. And I packed the bowl. I had this little pipe at the time, right? You know, I always stay equipped with the pipe, the glass, you know? I always gotta have glass on me, man. I got a bong and a pipe. I also like GBs though, because you know they get you pretty fucking stoned too. I need a new bowl for my bong, speaking of bongs. But I packed that fucking bowl, right? The little hand pipe that I had, full of salvia. And this shit was black. I'm pretty sure it was like 30x or 40x or something like that. I recorded this shit. I have the video on my phone right now. I literally recorded this shit. I'm not going to show y'all because my face is in it. If I ever did a face cam, by the way, guys, I'd probably wear a mask. Because, like, actually, you know what? I don't know. I might show my face in the future, actually. But anyway, I told Cody to record me, and he started recording me. And I was like, alright guys, this is my first time smoking salvia. Let's do this. And I fucking lit the bowl. I'm not even going to lie to you. I was a little scared, okay? I was a little paranoid. I was shaking. I was like, I don't know what the fuck to expect, because I didn't look up anything about salvia. And all I was told is that you're supposed to take a hit and hold it in, right? So I took the biggest hit I could. I roasted the bowl. I'm pretty sure I finished it. And I held that shit in, right? And I wasn't feeling anything. And I held it in. I held it in. I held it in. Until I couldn't fucking breathe. And I had to let it out so that I could breathe. And when I let it out, it felt like my face just started getting really tingly. It's so weird. Like, even my teeth were, like, fucking, like, buzzing. And my whole body started, like, getting, like, this really uncomfortable, weird feeling, right? And I was like, oh, I'm feeling it. And then I was like, wait a minute, hold on, give me a second. And I looked over to my dresser, and that bitch just started, like, warping and spinning. It was really fucking strange. That was like the first experience, right? Because I smoked it 3 times that night, and I was looking at my dresser, it was spinning. After that, I just remember my body feeling like it was getting, like, it felt like my arms were moving uncontrollably, like, and it was the most weirdest feeling ever. Like, and I started laughing for no reason at all. Like, I think Cody said something, and I just started laughing, and it wasn't even funny. Like, I couldn't control my laughing. It was weird. But the second time I smoked it, well, I'm going to tell you what happened when Cody smoked. We waited for me to get done, like, tripping, right? That was, like, maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Because, like, that shit actually lasted a decent amount of time. It felt like it lasted, like, an hour. But it's really only, like, 5-6 minutes, you know? And then I packed a bowl for Cody, and he hit it. He held it in, you know, like I did, until he couldn't breathe, and he blew it out, and he started feeling it too. But he didn't feel it as strong as I did, and he was kind of disappointed. I promise you, Cody, if it's the last thing I do, the next time I get salvia, I'm gonna let you smoke a big bowl out of a bong. He just, like, he felt like I did, actually, yeah. No, this time he did. He felt like I did. And, sorry guys, this happened a really long time ago. It's kind of hard for me to remember everything. After he blew it out, I just saw the look on his face. He just gave the most goofiest face ever, dude. It was funny. And he started laughing hysterically, too, for no reason. And I was just like, yo, what the fuck? That's what I looked like? And he just kind of just sat there for, like, fucking 4 minutes, just, like, staring off with the most dumbest look. Like, he almost started drooling. Like, after he was done laughing, he just kept that goofy look on his face and just, like, stared off. Right after his trip was over, he was like, I want to do it again. But I was like, no, bro, we gotta chill out for a minute. And he was like, okay. After that, about, like, maybe an hour went by. I was like 12, right? And I decided I wanted to do it again, because I didn't really get that much. I was like, I want to see, like, more shit. But boy, was I wrong, because that shit I wanted to see was scary. Let me tell you, salvia is not really that fun if you're not in the right mindset, you know? But the second time I did it wasn't that bad. It just started getting more and more uncomfortable. The second time I did it, it was even more uncomfortable. Like, I smoked it on FaceTime with my homie, we're gonna just say his real name, I don't think he cares. Shout out to my homie Jaden. We were just chilling on FaceTime, and I was like, you dare me to smoke some salvia? Because I kind of want to. I want to do it again. He was like, is that shit spice? And I was like, no, bro, it's not spice. And he was like, yes, it is. And I was like, no, it's not. And I guess that kind of made me paranoid a little bit. Because I kept on having the thing in the back of my head that it was poison. And it was very weird. Like, I couldn't quit thinking about that. But anyways, I smoked it on FaceTime with him. I took a hit out of the bowl, the little pipe, and I held it in on looking at myself on the FaceTime. I held it in until I couldn't breathe, and I blew it out. And I was like, I had the same effects but stronger, and I felt like even more uncomfortable. Like, I was like, yo, bro, I gotta hang up for a second. And I hung up, and I got in my bed, and I was sitting there, and I was like, whoa. Like, I closed my eyes and shit, and like, I was like, whoa, this is weird. Because it felt the same, but 10 times stronger. It felt like I was fixing to break through, but I was not. Whole body full of tingles. My body was like, my legs were moving uncontrollably, my arms were moving uncontrollably, and it was just like I was twitching. It was very strange. So about not even like 15 minutes later, right, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna smoke some more. So I pack a bong hit this time, and Cody's chilling on my bed. He's like, you sure you wanna do this, bro? And I was like, fuck it, dude. So anyways, I packed this bong, right, full of salvia. I'm like, okay, alright, like, let's enter this shit, bro. Because I had a feeling this time I was going to see some shit. I was right, okay? Let's just say that. I smoked it, and it was a big-ass hit. Like, it hurt. Like, it was harsh as fuck. Like, I could tell it was harsh. Like, there was a little bit left in the bowl afterwards. Like, it was just harsh on my throat. Like, it burned. And I let it out after holding it in until I couldn't breathe. And I started coughing. And I only coughed like 2 or 3 times, but it was coughing. And after that, I was sitting in my wheelchair, right? And I put the bong back on my desk. And after that, I just entered a fucking another dimension. I can't describe what I felt in my body. Like, it kind of felt like I got turned over, or like I just wasn't a body anymore. It was very weird. And I was looking at my fucking bed, sorry. and it all started turning green, and like my bed is like gray, and it started turning green, and a tree grew out of it. Y'all are gonna fucking think I'm lying, but I swear to God, I had a tree. Like it was like a mystical thing. It was weird. And at this point, it was like I was full on dreaming, but it was realer than a dream. And there was like this farm and a tree, and like on my bed, it was growing on my bed, and there was a, you know those like psychedelic suns you see? There was like one on the side of like my peripheral vision, and it was like beaming light. Like it was like actually having sunlight come down onto the farm. The sun had like a smile on its face and shit, but it was scary. There was like these little things dancing around in it and shit, and it was like these people, and it was so fucking weird, dude. There was like other people, like entities and shit. I looked at my friend Cody. After I looked at my friend Cody, like my whole vision turned black for a second. And it looked like I was going through factory doors, but on the side of me, there was these, like, floats. Like, if y'all have ever been to, like, a parade or something, there was, like, floats that were, like, coming beside me, and they had these, like, gestures on it, smiling and shit. And they were all, like, looking at me and waving and shit, and it was fucking scary. I don't know how to explain that. I was, like, it gives me chills right now talking about it. And I went through these factory doors, and all those like parade things, floats were gone. And all I saw was arms like all around me grabbing at me, and I was on a conveyor belt. These arms were coming out of holes in the walls too, by the way. And I remember the walls specifically being this like disgusting red and yellow color. Like it wasn't pretty at all. It was kind of like weird looking. It was like material, like it had texture to it. And I was on this conveyor belt, right? I was the conveyor belt. It's like my head and my top half body was the only thing sticking out of the conveyor belt. Like I turned into a conveyor belt. At the end of the conveyor belt, there was this big machine that was like crushing down shit. And there was arms all around me, and I saw Cody on there. And I saw a bunch of other people that I knew on there. I can't really remember who though. I was going along this conveyor belt, and I was trying to grab out to like get out of the trip because it was fucking freaking me out. Like I was like trying to grab onto arms and shit, literally trying to pull myself like out of it because I didn't want to be on this conveyor belt. I kind of thought I was dying. Like I thought that this was real and I was actually on a conveyor belt to my death. That's what it felt like, literally. And I saw Cody. I went past him, and as I'm going past him, I grab onto his arms, right? But I don't grab onto his arms. My hands go through his arms, and it like completely breaks the fourth wall. Like that shit fucked with my head. Like imagine putting your arms out to grab somebody and your hands go through their arms. That's exactly what I saw, bro. It was fucking weird as shit. Like, and I went past him on the conveyor belt, and I was like crying in this trip, but I wasn't crying in real life. It was weird, but I was really fucking sad. I was like, damn, I'm fucking dying. I was like, holy fuck, this is it. And I got past Cody, and I went down a little bit more, and the arms were all still grabbing at me and shit. And then I just woke up. Like, I kind of came out the trip a little bit, and there's, like, shit still moving around in my room, but I came out, like, I was like, oh, I'm not in that dimension. I look at Cody on my bed, and he's just over there laying down, like, he's, like, going to sleep. And I get up, right? I lay in the bed, and I mumble a bit. Like, I thought I said shit, but Cody told me I mumbled. After I mumbled a little bit, I went right back into the trip. Like, I was, like, laying on my bed. Like, I went right back into it. I was on the conveyor belt again, but it was, like, not as long. But it was still fucking scary. Like, I was like, oh, shit, it's still happening. I was like, what the fuck? I thought it was over. And apparently I'd been closing my eyes. That's what, like, made it, like, 10 times stronger. Cody told me that when I was sitting in my wheelchair, like, after I said, hold up, give me a minute, I closed my eyes. Like, he told me that, like, but I don't remember closing my eyes, guys. They, like, closed by themselves. Like, that's how strong this shit is. And I just remember laying in that bed thinking, like, yo, what the fuck did I just see? I was trying to process it. My fucking 15-year-old brain could not just handle it, bro. It was just like, yo, what the fuck did I just do? It was like, I just did some shit that I wasn't supposed to. I was like, dude, that shit is another level. I was like, I'm not ready for DMT. I was like, whoa. I was like, fuck that. I was like, I'm good, but I'm going to be getting some more here soon so I can try it again. Because that was a long time ago. I want to try it again, see how it is again, you know? But, yeah, after that, I woke up. Well, I didn't wake up Cody. He was still awake. I was like, after I got out my trip, I was like, yo, Cody, did you see that much? And he was like, nah, bro, I didn't really see anything. And I was like, what? I was like so fucking mind blown. I was like, so you didn't see a fucking pasture grow on my bed and a fucking tree come out and a conveyor belt and arms? And he's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? You're lying. I was like, no, I'm fucking not. I swear my fucking mother's life. Like, I started, like, getting defensive. I was like, I swear to God, I saw that. And he was like, okay, I believe you. Jesus Christ, that's fucking crazy. And I was like, yeah, I know. I don't even know what to think right now. And he was like, do you want to go to bed? And I was like, no, I kind of want to stay up and tell you about it. And I told him about the store. Like, I did a story time to him. And, yeah, so that's how that was. That was my first time smoking salvia, my first experience with salvia. I'm going to be trying to make more videos here soon, guys. I know I always say that and then I end up going for a while, but, you know, the breaks are needed for a healthy channel. So, anyways, guys, if you did enjoy, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. And I hope you guys are having a nice night. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.